Anish Giri, winner already against Mamdiaro. Congrats, Anish.
Thank you very much.
What a match. How happy are you with the way you're playing these days now?
No, I was really happy. I just got very distracted now with this game of I'm trying to understand like what happened, like how it's possible that he lost that position. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's really like he was not only safe, but also I think he was winning at some point. Yeah, it's amazing turnaround there. So I was a little shocked, still, trying to digest that game I just saw here in front of my eyes. But my games were, were also tense. Second game was much less tense than the first, as it often is. Well, the first game, at some point, opening was good. Then I messed up. He was already back, and then again it turned and. I don't know. I think at some point the decisive factor was probably that he was low on time and it was just hard to defend that position.
Yeah. Now, in that game too, before that game, we were actually talking about a game from last season, which Mamdiaro actually described as his best game ever played. It was a game against you where he sacrificed, I think, 5 pieces, and he was in a must-win situation against you in that game too. Was that game at all like in the back of your head because he did put a pawn up for grabs there? He did play a little crazy in that game to get a win he needed.
No, it was a brilliant game for sure. I think it was during prelims. Maybe it was a must-win for him, but I think it was early in the prelims, as far as I remember. So it was not in the match. I did lose some games to him in matches. We played a lot of matches. There were a lot of back and forth matches. I was expecting, of course, a tough fight, and he tried his best to stir up a mess. Actually, last season I had good results here and there, but mainly I did have this couple of brilliant losses. So I lost a very pretty game to Shah, and I lost also a very beautiful game to Duda. It was quite.
Does it hurt less when it's beautiful?
Yeah, no, it was quite remarkable. Both of these games, they were so pretty. It happens when you sort of defend kind of not too badly, but just not good enough. And then in order to break your position, the mundane sort of the normal methods don't work. But the pretty ones sort of do. And it's not so bad if you lose to a masterpiece. It means that, okay, you put up some resistance, because if you play really bad, you just get smoked without the opponent having to sacrifice anything. It was not too bad. But these were really pretty games. I mean, there's also one game I lost to Magnus, which is a lot of YouTube views. That was some kind of queen sack, but it was a really bad queen sack. And just somehow I got outplayed in the later phase because I messed up right after. But these games against Duda and Mamdiaro were indeed beautiful losses. And actually, I think there was sort of a best game prize thing. Few best games, and I had some nice game too. But then when I lost these 2 games, I knew that okay, I'm not gonna be able to compete with that. But luckily today, no beautiful losses from Shahriar.
And the most important is still to win, Anish. 2 wins for you, incredible.
Yeah, I was lucky.
Yeah. Well.
And Anish, congratulations! 2-0 yesterday against Hikaru and 2-0 today against Shak. Some great chess. As you were saying about the Jan Alireza match, crazy finish in that one. And I want to get your thoughts on this upcoming Armageddon. Very often in the studio, we talk about this momentum shift that happens when a player wins that final second game. As a player, do you think that plays on the mind? Is that a factor?
You would think that would be a huge factor. And indeed, the player who came back, from the dead should be feeling great. But we have seen so many different matches over these last few years in the tour that I'm not sure the math confirms that. I recall a lot of matches when the side that was given this lifeline would lose anyway. For example, I recall some matches of Magnus, I think with Wesley. I recall some match like that. I recall my own match with Prague. I would come back from the dead and I would lose the Armageddon anyway. So I'm not sure, you would think that the Nepo would have a huge edge now, but somehow I'm not sure the math would say so. I think it's going to be as equal and as exciting as, as if these 2 games were drawn. Also, you have to take into account that the side that got lucky sometimes feels like, the opponent played sort of better, or there is also, it's a double-edged sword. It's not that you necessarily feel so great that that you came back and of course you feel great, but still long road ahead. And Jan, of course, knows also that, okay, Alireza played very well. And yeah, still a tough Armageddon for him. But certainly amazing that we get to witness this show. And I'm a big fan of watching the tour myself, so I'll be getting my popcorn as well and see who my opponent will be.
And Anish, who would you rather face, Alireza or Jan?
Honestly, it's like I think in the movies when you get the choice of blue and the red pill, there's usually it's kind of it's easier to choose than that. I mean, it's really like fire or the frying pan. It's both quite bad. I guess it would be kind of more interesting to face Alireza because I played Jan already in this tournament. I lost to him, and that's why I'm in the losers bracket. It's not like I'm more scared of Jan than of Alireza. I'm equally terrified of both. But sort of just, I guess, diversity, is a spice of life or whatever. So you prefer to lose to more people than to just Jan alone.
They are fighting to face you tomorrow in the losers semi-final. Anish, congrats on some great chess and great result today.
Thank you.